Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela. I'm here to do the reading survey for 2021 and also I have statistics. So I'm just going to run you through some statistics of the books I've read this year and then we will get on with the survey. So I have absolutely nerded out and made pie charts, so keep an eye out for those. And let's jump in with the stats. So I have a combination of information from Goodreads and also some stats that I've recorded myself. So from Goodreads, I read 25 books in 2021. I started at the end of August. I have read 10,407 pages. My shortest book was 97 pages long and my longest book was 757 pages. And the average length of books that I've read in 2021 was 416. The most popular book on Goodreads that I read is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and the least popular is not even worth mentioning, so I'm not even going to bother. My average star rating for 2021 is 3.6, so that's good, isn't it? That's like above average. This year I had 5 5-star reads, I had 10 4-star reads, 7 3-star reads, 2 2-star reads, and 1 1-star read. 32% I listened to on audiobook, 32% I read on ebook, so on my Kindle or on my phone, 24% were paperback and 12% were hardback. So as for the source, aka like where did the books come from, 28% of them I owned, so they're books from my shelves or that I've bought on the Kindle. 28% were on Kindle Unlimited, which if you can dedicate a month to it and just read through as many as you can get through, I think Kindle Unlimited is quite a good price. The Guild series is on there if you do Kindle Unlimited, as well as lots of other fantasy romance. So if fantasy romance is your thing, Kindle Unlimited is very good for that. 24% of the books were listened to via Scribd. So again, you can listen to audiobooks on Scribd. They also have ebooks. I used it for listening to audiobooks. They have a huge selection of audiobooks, including like newer releases. If you would like to try Scribd, free for 60 days. I do have a link in the description. That's my referral link. Anyone can get a referral link once you're signed up to Scribd, and you'll get 60 days free and I'll get 30 days free. So if you fancy trying Scribd, please use the link because then I can get my Scribd for free, and that's always great. And obviously if you sign up you can send a referral link to your friends and they'll get 60 days free and you'll get 30 days free, etc, etc. So yeah, if you want to try Scribd and you've never tried it before, maybe click the link in the description and try it out for yourself. 16% of my books I borrowed from the library, and finally 4% of the books I listened to were on Audible. So either, I think there's you can get free trial on Audible. I think I got a couple through the free trial. That's everything I have for the stats. So I'm just going to jump into the survey now. So the first prompt is best book you read in 2021. Anxious People. If you want to know more about that book, you can watch my Best Books of 2021 video. The next one is a book you were excited about and thought you were going to love more, but didn't. Red Rising. There was so much hype around that book. I really didn't enjoy it. Very disappointing for me. The next one is most surprising, in a good way or bad, book you read. It's going to have to be The Push. I didn't think I was going to like it, didn't think it was going to be my thing at all, and I ended up loving it. It was my second best read of the year. Highly recommend. Best series you started in 2020. I'm going to have to say ACOTAR because that is what started me off on this reading binge and I really, really enjoyed it. Again, if you want to know more about that, it's in my best books of the year video. Book you read that you would be most likely to reread next year. It's going to have to be Anxious People. Favourite new author you discovered in 2021? Frederick Backman, who wrote Anxious People. Most memorable character. The most memorable character for me out of the books I read is the Surreal from the ACOTAR series. It's a very minor character. They're not in it many times, but I love them. I love them so much. This character managed to make me cry. For a character that is barely in the series, that is a feat. But yes, most memorable character is the Surreal. Favourite cover of a book you read? I'm going to say Pestilence, just because I just think the covers are beautiful, basically. The most beautifully written book I read, I'm going to have to say And Every Day the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer. It is a novella. Ooh, actually, Do you know, like, nice covers? This is a nice cover. I forgot about the cover of this. But yeah, this is another book by Frederick Backman. It is a novella. Shortest and longest book you read. The shortest was On Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer. And the longest was A Court of Silver Flames. Book that shocked you the most. I'm going to interpret this as book that shocked me whilst I was reading it. And I'm going to say Anxious People by Frederick Backman. There are just so many moments in that book where things happen that you're not expecting. Favourite romantic relationship in a book is gonna have to be the ACOTAR series. If you haven't read it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. If you have read it, you know who it is. My favourite romantic relationship is the romantic relationship, okay? The one in the ACOTAR series. Favourite non-romantic relationship, I'm gonna have to say ACOTAR series again, and it's like the whole family. So Cassian, Azriel, Mor, etc, etc. You know who I'm talking about if you've read the books. Book that put a smile on your face or was the most fun to read. Again, I'm gonna have to say Anxious People. I smiled a lot reading that book. There were so many heartfelt moments. Best world building / most vivid setting you read this year. I'm going to say Caraval, just because you gotta use your imagination a lot with Caraval. Obviously, there is a lot of magic involved. Caraval really forced me to try and picture, to the best of my ability anyway, picture things and like build some sort of picture in my head. I'm not very good at doing that, but yeah, Caraval. Book that made you laugh the most? Anxious People. Book that made you cry? Anxious People. Book you read that you would be most likely to reread next year? Anxious People. Are you getting the hint yet? Book that made you the most mad? I'm going to say The Push. Not mad in like an angry way, like mad in a good way, just because the last line of that book leaves you wanting more, but in a good way. I think if you read the book you'll understand. Again, if you want to know more, watch my end of year favourites. And then the final question is Hidden Gem of the Year, and I'm going to have to say the Guild series by Raven Kennedy. I think it is so clever what this author has done with these books. I've only read the first 2 books so far. There's a 3rd book and a 4th one is due out. It's based in a fantasy setting. It's advertised as a King Midas retelling. Our main character is a female protagonist, and it's not what you think it's going to be at all. I would say check your trigger warnings for this book. There is abuse in this book. There is a rape scene in one of the books. I can't remember which one it's in, but do check the trigger warnings. But it is a very good book, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.